Afternoon. Sorry it's so late. It is half term, and that is why we're having Children's Week. So the children's, it's young adults today, so the children's will be going up later. But before that, I'm on a book tour, double booked as it were, for this book, which is my ancient Kindle is deciding not to show us. The lights are on. It's called What Happened to Us, and it's by Faith Hogan. It's a very beautiful watercolour type cover. And this is a lovely book. You think it's just a romance. And I read another of Faith recently. I'll link on the website to the other review. On the surface it feels very simple. But actually I think it covers extraordinary depth of emotional well-being, really. It's about the end of a relationship and the pain of that, and the sort of the varied stages one goes through. It's grief, isn't it? It's loss. And I used to teach on loss, so for me it was very interesting to kind of think about what I knew about the technicalities of loss and the process, and then read it in a sort of novel and a fiction. It's beautifully done. It's carefully done, and it's kindly done, even though there's a lot of humour actually, and even though there's great situations, there's a bit of a mystery, and there's lots of characters, and it's wonderful because all of them are really rich. So all of them, they're not all likeable, but they all have a really important contribution to the story. There's no faffing about, and it's lovely. It's held together. It's actually quite fragile. A lot of the people in the book are quite fragile, and yet it's a very powerful story, and it's beautiful movement. Nearly everyone physically moves, I think. I think everyone physically moves in the book, and I think everyone emotionally, moves a massive amount. It's lovely. There is a new romance, so it's like not only I've called it a nomance. There's not only a nomance, there's also a romance. So it's got a lovely, it's a really positive book, despite having, someone dies in the book. There's a funeral in the book, which ordinarily would not, appeal to you to read it. But actually, it's all part of this, this sort of really positive steps that someone's taking in their life. And it's a really, really lovely, feel-good, happy, sad, moving forward, new beginnings. Read it over the winter, really, ready for January and spring and new beginnings, because it's that kind of book that makes you think, what do I need to change? What have I just got used to? What am I putting up with? Where have I stagnated in life? Where have I just kind of been rumbling along? And is that still okay? Is that situation still okay? It's a lovely, lovely book. I think you will thoroughly enjoy reading it. I think the characters are lovely. I'm hoping there might be, I always hope this, but I'm hoping there might be another story, because I'd like to know a little bit about some of the history of the families that we come across. I feel like there might be a bit more there. I will email Faith about that. But it's a pleasure to be on the book tour, and as I say, it's an utterly pleasurable book to read, and I'd thoroughly encourage you to do so.